That's enough free foot content for the internet. I'm recording. I'll be there in a second. I'll go film a little clip, say I was done. I'll put this over here. Hi, my name is Adriana, and today I will be reviewing the Memory Librarian by Janelle Monet. So last week was my best friend's birthday, and I decided a while ago that for his birthday I was going to read and annotate this book for him because I saw it in a pre-order sale on Barnes & Noble, and he loves Janelle Monet. I ended up not getting it, actually physically getting it to my house until 3 days before his birthday, so it's late. Here we go. This is the last part of the present, is me reviewing this book for him and gushing about how he's just the best person ever. So he is one of my #1 supporters, and I love him so much. And the other day, just totally random, he found this pair of socks in a store and just sent them to me. And then he got my boyfriend a pair of golden retriever socks. And it makes me so happy, and I'm gonna put these socks on right now because they are so soft. Oh my gosh, these socks are incredible. They're so comfortable and so soft. Oh, yes. Okay, that's enough free foot content for the internet. Back to this book. Like I said, my friend is a huge fan of Janelle Monet. When her song Yoga came out, he made me listen to it a bajillion times, and how he would go straight for Janelle Monet, and it's just obsession. So when I saw this as a pre-order, I knew I had to get it for him. I even got him a signed version, so it has been signed by Janelle Monet. So I filmed a couple vlog clips whenever I finished. Maybe I should talk about what this book is. So this book is a collection of short stories based off of her newest album, Dirty Computer. She also made a short film based on the album, which is very good. If you haven't seen it, I would highly suggest watching it. But yes, a collection of short stories all taking place within the same universe, but focusing on different aspects of this universe. It's a very dystopian kind of society, which was definitely kind of a fun thing to jump back into. I haven't read a dystopian in a while, and especially a modern dystopian. So being that they are non-binary and queer, a lot of the stories focuses on how the dystopian society affect different marginalized groups, because as in other societies, trans folks, non-binary folks, basically anybody who's not straight and cis, it's not looked upon highly by this society. So basically the one kind of major sci-fi element of this universe is the ability to erase memories. So when somebody is deemed to be outside of the standard of what this society expects, they are deemed a dirty computer, and they get sent to a facility to go get their memories wiped and to be kind of reprogrammed to try to make them fit the mold of the society. So before I get too in-depth onto this book or showing you my vlog clips, please consider liking and commenting on this video and subscribing to my channel if you like bookish things. To start with, I'll just show you all of my vlog clips. I basically just filmed a clip after I finished each story. There are 5 in total within this short story collection. So here you go. Alright, I'm gonna assume that I already put in an intro clip, or that I'm going to film an intro clip, whatever. It is the 25th. This book finally got here. My friend's birthday is on the 28th, so there's no way this is getting to him on time because I'm just now getting it and I still have to read it and annotate it. But let's open this up. Here it is. It's beautiful. I mean, anything with Janelle Monet's face on it is gonna be real nice. I just realized I didn't have my microphone on. Here's the cover, and it's very pretty, and it's gold and white and just looks very nice. Hopefully I'll be able to get through this fairly quickly, but we shall see. But I am very excited. I think this is going to be a very good book. Okay, I finished the first story in Dirty Computer, or I guess the Memory Librarian, stories from the Dirty Computer, and I am enjoying it so far. It's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I am enjoying it, and I'm hoping my friend is going to enjoy it. I think he will. I think he'll like it. It's very like flowery, and it's definitely a little difficult for me to get into because nothing's really explained in a way that makes sense to me personally. But I'm enjoying the vibe, I'm enjoying the writing, the characters seem really cool and interesting, so one story down, I'm into it. Hopefully after the next story I get a little bit more comfortable in this world and kind of understand what's going on a little bit better. Alright, I just finished the second story of the Memory Librarian, which puts me about halfway through the book as a whole. The second story definitely much more action-packed than the first, which I appreciated. The first story is, you know, very character study kind of heavy. The second story, a lot more plot going on, which kind of helps immerse me in the world and understand a little bit more about the world. So I think I kind of understand what this world entails now as far as the memories and how they're used and how they're used against the population, maybe. I don't know. But it's definitely picking up a little bit for me so far. Hopefully that kind of continues with the third story. I think it's a little bit shorter, maybe. Yeah, this next story is only about 40-ish pages, so I should be able to knock this one out today for sure. Kind of keep plugging away. I just finished the third story, Time Box. That one was very short, and also I don't really understand it. I don't really understand the ending. So I'm gonna have to think on that a little bit, but let's jump into the next one. Oh god, can't see me. Last night I finished the third story. Oh my god, that's my favorite so far. I really enjoyed it. It is, I think, a good balance of like characters and plot, and it was short. So I only have one story left to go. I'm hoping I can finish this soon so I'm not like an entire month late for my friend's birthday. But I mean, I think we're not that far. We're really not that far. I could probably finish this tonight if I really buckled down. Oh, maybe not. I got quite a bit left, actually. I don't think I'm gonna finish this tonight, but I will get farther. And I think that last story definitely was right up my alley. So I'm hoping this last one just is even more up my alley. I just finished The Memory Librarian. The last story was very sweet. So it ends definitely on an emotional high. I think I'm gonna let this sink in for tonight, come back tomorrow refreshed, do a full review, but I am ready to now ship this bad boy off to my best friend. The first story, The Memory Librarian, I think is the longest story in here. It focuses on the Memory Librarian, and she is kind of the head honcho of the city. She goes through all of the memories of all of the citizens and tries to make sure that nobody is like hiding themselves as a dirty computer, that everybody's fitting into the mold they're supposed to. So it kind of focuses on her as this kind of head honcho figure and how she operates within the society, which I think was probably a good place to start because you get to kind of know what the rules of the society are through her. And again, these are all short stories, so I don't really want to like talk too in depth about them. After Memory Librarian, we jump to the, I guess, swing the pendulum to the other side of this society in the story Nevermind. This is focused on kind of a fringe group of people who have created this commune on the edge of society, and they end up getting into an issue with the police-like force of the society, and it turns out that their own commune might not be as perfect as they had once thought. Nevermind, the second story, is I believe the only one that that focuses on Jane, who is kind of the main character of Janelle Monet's album, as well as the main character of the short film that I was talking about that she based on the album. So the short film, the album itself, and this book are all kind of connected, which I think is super, super cool. Like, to be able to have a mixed media sort of function. I just think that they are such an incredible artist. And moving on to the next story, which is Time Box. This is one of 2 stories that I think kind of focuses more on like normal people within the society. So the first story is head honcho. Second story is somewhat fugitive. I guess fugitives would be a good word for what they are in the second story. The third and fourth stories are just kind of normal people operating within the society. Time Box is a good example of that. I enjoyed that story. I think Time Box is about where I started feeling comfortable with like the society and the rules and what was going on. So it took me about halfway through the book to really feel comfy cozy with this whole universe. The fourth story was my favorite. It's called Save Changes, and this story focuses on the relationship between 2 sisters. So obviously my fave. I love, you know, sister relationships, healthy sister dynamics. So that was my favorite. And the last story, Time Box Altered, definitely the most hopeful of all the books, or of all the stories. So I appreciated that, to kind of be able to end, you know, following dystopian for 330 pages and not really seeing anything get better. The last story, there is a little sprinkle, little glimmer of hope at the end there, which makes finishing this feel a lot better. So I would definitely highly recommend this for anybody who's into sci-fi and dystopian sci-fi. I think this was just a really great example of how dystopian can still be relevant today. I mean, obviously there was a huge dystopian boom in, you know, late 2000s, early 2010s. So this being a little more updated with the times, getting, you know, really good LGBTQIA plus rep and some transgender rep and non-binary rep, I think was really great. So, very happiest of birthdays to my best friend, and I am going to go to the post office so I can mail this to him. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.